I never imagined that attending my wife's company award ceremony would make me feel completely invisible, but that's exactly what happened. My name is Mark, I'm 38 and I've been married to Claire for 10 years. On paper, our life looks perfect. 2 kids, a nice house, a stable career, and a relationship that friends describe as goals. But sometimes the reality behind the glossy photos is far more complicated. The invitation had arrived a week earlier, neatly printed, with her name in elegant script and mine listed as her guest. I was genuinely excited. This wasn't just any company event, it was the annual recognition night where employees were celebrated for hard work and dedication. I had always admired Claire's determination, the way she balanced meetings, deadlines, and still made our family feel like the center of her universe. Tonight, I wanted to be there for her, to watch her shine. The moment we arrived, though, something felt off. The valet guided her to the entrance and I followed behind, carrying a small bouquet I had picked up that afternoon. I could see her colleagues greeting her, smiling, shaking hands, genuinely happy to see her. When I reached the front doors, a security guard stopped me abruptly, his expression unreadable. "You can wait outside," he said. I froze, half expecting it to be a misunderstanding. "Excuse me?" I asked. "You're not on the guest list. You'll have to wait out here," he repeated, pointing vaguely toward a small alcove near the parking lot. I glanced at Claire, hoping for some explanation. She gave me a tight, almost apologetic smile, but before I could speak, she was swept into the crowd of employees. In that moment, I felt a strange mixture of disbelief, embarrassment, and a creeping sense of anger. Waiting outside wasn't just inconvenient, it was humiliating. I stood there, my hands awkwardly in my pockets, trying to make sense of what had just happened. People passing by gave me sympathetic looks, and a few whispered, probably wondering why I wasn't allowed inside. Every second stretched longer than the last. My excitement for the evening drained, replaced with this gnawing discomfort. I replayed the guard's words in my head over and over. "Not on the guest list. You can wait outside." The sentence seemed simple, almost trivial, yet it carried the weight of rejection. Not only from the guard, but from Claire as well in that fleeting moment. I couldn't understand why my presence would be considered unwelcome, why the person I had shared 10 years of life with would allow me to feel invisible in a place celebrating her achievements. Minutes passed. I tried calling her phone, hoping she'd pick up or send a quick message explaining the situation. Nothing. Just silence. Each ring felt like it emphasized my exclusion, and with every unanswered call, my chest tightened. I began to notice the small things, the way her coworkers laughed inside, the soft glow of lights illuminating the room where I was forbidden to enter, the faint music drifting through the glass doors. I was there physically but completely absent from the world that mattered in that moment. Eventually, I sank onto the concrete ledge near the entrance, feeling utterly exposed and alone. I watched as the employees mingled, the award presentations began, and Claire's name was called for recognition. My heart swelled with pride for her accomplishments, but a bitter taste lingered because I couldn't celebrate with her. I clutched the bouquet, now a reminder not of love and support, but of my exclusion. I remember thinking about all the times I had been there for her, late nights helping her prepare presentations, celebrating promotions, comforting her after stressful meetings. And now, for reasons I couldn't comprehend, I was reduced to a shadow outside the doors. I wanted to confront her, to demand an explanation, but a small voice inside me urged restraint. Maybe there was a reason I didn't know. Then it happened. Claire appeared at the glass door, scanning the crowd, and for a moment our eyes met. I expected to see regret, an apology, some acknowledgement that I was standing there feeling rejected. Instead, she waved politely at someone behind me, smiled, and then disappeared back into the ceremony. That fleeting moment of eye contact, filled with recognition but completely devoid of accountability, hit me harder than I expected. I stayed outside for what felt like hours, my emotions bouncing between confusion, frustration, and hurt. The security guard checked in occasionally, but his words were curt, almost rehearsed. "Still waiting outside?" he asked. Each time, I nodded silently, the bouquet growing heavier in my hands as if it absorbed the weight of my feelings. By the end of the evening, the crowd thinned, and I finally saw Claire exiting, radiant in her dress, a trophy in hand, laughter on her lips. I waited for a moment, hoping for some shared recognition, some acknowledgement that I had endured the awkwardness outside. But her smile never reached me. She handed her coworkers hugs, thank yous, and congratulations, then turned to leave without a word to me.